What if a single missed whistle changed the course of NBA history?
Durant on the drive, slices inside, offensive foul.
That's exactly what happened in 5 unforgettable games, where blown calls didn't just cost points. They may have cost championships, legacies, even dynasties.
JB Bickerstaff is on the floor irate. He thought there should have been a foul called on the Hardaway shot.
Think about it. In the 1998 finals, a 5-point swing helped decide a 1-point game.
2 seconds to shoot. And he hits the three!
In 2025, a clear foul went uncalled, ending the Pistons' playoff hopes.
Spattling, loose ball on the floor. Picked up, Hardaway, 2 seconds left, puts up the shot, no! And the game is over! JB Bickerstaff is on the floor irate. He thought...
These weren't just bad calls, they were game-altering moments. So, what happens when referees shape the outcome more than the players? Would Jordan's final shot even matter if earlier calls had gone the other way?
Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, yes!
We're diving into it all. Curious yet? Hit that subscribe button for more NBA deep dives. You won't believe how close history came to being rewritten. Alright, let's talk about one of the most infamous games in NBA history. Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. The Kings came into this one with the best record in the league at 61-21, looking like the new powerhouse in the West. The Lakers? Well, they were the back-to-back champions, led by Shaq and Kobe, and knew how to turn it on in the playoffs. Heading into Game 6, the Kings were up 3-2 in the series. They were this close to dethroning the champs, but in that fourth quarter, the Lakers shot 27 free throws, more than they averaged in full games during the series. The Kings only had 9. Tim Donaghy, a former NBA ref, later claimed the league used refs like Dick Bavetta to force Game 7s.
The bottom line is that everything the NBA does is, revolved around dollar and making that revenue higher as they can. And, whatever they need to do, they're going to do it. And if it's taking a piece of the action of bets at every arena, they're going to do it.
So was it just bad luck, or was something bigger going on here? Could this be the ring Sacramento never got? Now let's fast forward to Game 1 of the 2018 NBA Finals. This one, it was wild from start to finish. LeBron James dropped a mind-blowing 51 points, becoming the only player in Finals history to put up 51, 8, and 8 in a game. But all that greatness got overshadowed. With under a minute left, Kevin Durant was called for a charge.
And I'm going to make Nick Young shoot the ball if I can. Durant on the drive, slices inside, offensive foul. One official calling a charge.
Until the refs reviewed it and reversed the call to a blocking foul on LeBron, even though he was outside the restricted area.
The officials talking, they can review it because it was in the restricted area.
Wait, can they do that? And more importantly, should they? LeBron gave Cleveland the lead again, but George Hill missed a crucial free throw, and then J.R. Smith dribbled out the clock instead of taking a potential game winner. Seriously, what was he thinking? The Cavs were deflated, and the Warriors dominated overtime, outscoring Cleveland 17-7. That's how a possible upset turned into a 10-point loss. Can a single reversed call and mental lapse erase a legendary performance? Would the series have changed if Game 1 went the other way? It's hard to believe this one didn't shift the whole finals. Time to rewind to Game 5 of the 2006 NBA Finals. Mavericks versus Heat. This one came down to the wire, tied at 100 in overtime, and with just 1.9 seconds left, Dwyane Wade drove to the hoop. Then it happened. Referee Bennett Salvatore called a foul on Dirk Nowitzki, and Wade hit 2 clutch free throws to give Miami a 101-100 win. But here's the kicker. Salvatore made the call from 35 to 40 feet away, while 2 refs closer to the action did nothing.
Get a decent shot. Just get it in. Harris puts it up for the win. Oh, no good. And Miami wins again.
Why call it then? And if it wasn't clear to those nearest, was it a foul? Even worse, Wade appeared to push off on Jason Terry, and some said it reminded them of Jordan's shove on Brian Russell. No foul was called. Also, Wade may have violated backcourt rules.
Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, yard!
But the NBA said he hadn't fully established a position. Josh Howard said, "Everybody in the world knows we were supposed to be champions." Do you agree with him? And how different would Dirk's legacy look with that ring? Critics still point to this game as a shining example of superstar treatment. Enjoying this so far? Smash that like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more greatness. Next up, Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals, Bulls vs. Jazz. The Bulls led the series 3-2, and Utah had a chance to force a Game 7 at home. What followed is remembered for Michael Jordan's iconic shot, but let's break down the missed calls that changed everything. First, in the first half, Howard Eisley hit a 3, but referee Dick Bavetta waved it off, saying the shot was late. Replays clearly showed he got it off in time. That's 3 points off the board.
2 seconds to shoot. And he hits the 3! 1 second. It's on the way, and they missed the call.
That should have counted. That's a big turnaround, and the Bulls get a big break there. Instead of up 7 Utah, now it's only a 4-point game.
Then, in the second half, Ron Harper hit a buzzer beater that should have been called late, but was allowed.
Harper's not the guy they want to have do it, but he has to, and he beats the shot.
That's a 5-point swing total in a game the Jazz lost by just 1. And of course, MJ's game winner. Did he push off Brian Russell? Many say yes, including John Stockton. Former ref Danny Crawford said it was debatable. If the refs got those 2 calls right, are we even talking about Jordan's final shot? Would the Jazz have won a Game 7 at home, breaking the Bulls' dynasty? Do you think that final play should have been a foul, or did MJ simply add to his legend? Let's go to the 2025 playoffs, Pistons vs. Knicks Game 4. Detroit trailed the series 2-1 and desperately needed this win at Little Caesars Arena. Down 94-93, they got one last shot. After a missed jumper, the ball found Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner. He faked, went up, and then got leveled by Josh Hart. The contact, obvious. The result, no foul called, and the game ended right there.
Harris battling, loose ball on the floor, picked up Hardaway, 2 seconds left, puts up the shot, no, and the game is over. J.B. Bickerstaff is on the floor irate. He thought there should have been a foul called on the Hardaway shot.
Coach J.B. Bickerstaff lost it, storming onto the court, screaming at the refs. And honestly, can you blame him? Replays showed Hart bumped Hardaway, sending him into a row of photographers. The NBA's last 2-minute report confirmed the mistake. A foul should have been called. Even Hart himself admitted contact, saying, "Did I make contact? Yeah." How can such an obvious foul go uncalled, especially when it's the final play of a playoff game? And if the NBA admits it was wrong, shouldn't the outcome be corrected somehow? So what ties these 5 moments together? Let's be real, they all happened in critical playoff games, often with championships or legacies on the line. The outcomes of entire seasons were changed in a single moment, not by the players, but by officiating. From Sacramento's collapse in 2002 to LeBron's heartbreak in 2018, we've seen the same pattern. Big names getting big calls and small market teams getting burned. Is this just a coincidence, or is there something deeper? Even the NBA's own last 2-minute reports often confirm what fans already know. The refs messed up. But here's the question. If the league knows mistakes are made, why not implement real consequences or offer more transparency? Also, why are game-altering calls or non-calls still happening with all the tech we have today? Are we expecting too much from human referees? Or is the system set up in a way that allows these errors to benefit ratings? Let's imagine a world where these calls went the other way. Did the Kings win their first ever title in 2002, changing the course of franchise history? What happens if LeBron and the Cavs steal Game 1 in 2018? Is it a whole different series? And if the Mavericks get Game 5 in 2006, do Dirk and Dallas win the championship right then? And not wait until 2011. What if the Jazz forced Game 7 in 1998? Would Jordan's last shot even exist? Even this year, 2025. How does the Pistons series shift if Hardaway Jr. gets those free throws? These aren't just what-if questions. These are entire championship runs, Hall of Fame careers, and franchise reputations that could look entirely different. And the fact that they came down to a whistle, or lack thereof, makes it all the more frustrating. In the end, one blown whistle can echo louder than a buzzer beater. These 5 games prove that legacies, dynasties, even history itself, can hinge on a single missed call. The line between greatness and heartbreak, often drawn by the referees. If that shook you, imagine what else history got wrong. Subscribe for more deep dives and drop a comment. Which call still keeps you up at night? Let's rewrite the conversation together.